Okay, well, let's do a Throwback Thursday here. Today, I think I'll tell you a story about 417, Men with Guns, downtown. Okay, for those of you who don't know, 417 is the penal code section for displaying a weapon in a threatening manner. Now, I was working at a central station downtown, which no longer exists. They built a new station and moved, and now they call it Midtown instead of Central. And I was working the swing shift, and it was already after dark, and it wasn't actually on my beat, but I was down in that area and one of the other beats nearby. And anyways, a call comes out, radio call comes out, 417, large group of men with guns in front of one of the hotels in downtown there. And I believe it was somewhere like around Market or Broadway, I can't remember exactly. Anyways, the officer whose beat that was, he was responding. They asked for a cover unit, so I responded as a cover unit. Headed that way. And he gets there before me, and another cover unit gets there before me because I was further away. And as I'm responding, I hear them on the radio. You know, they see these guys with guns, and they're going to be taking up position, and they're calling for more cover units. And so we got more officers responding. And just as I arrive on scene, the first responding officer puts out his code 4, which means everything's okay. So now I'm concerned, well, what the heck is going on? We've got all these guys down there running around with guns, and he's putting it out code 4. Something's weird. Well, it turns out that what it was a group of college students doing a film project for their college class, and they did not get the required permit from the city to do the filming, which you're supposed to do. And that way it lets the city and the police department know that you're going to be out there filming and using prop guns, you know, fake guns, and doing this filming. And they would usually assign a motor officer to that detail, and that's why they don't get the permits, because then they have to pay for that motor officer to sit there and protect them. And we don't get these stupid calls like that. So anyways, he gives them a big old lecture. We make them all close up shop and go home, and you know, that's that. And sure enough, those fake guns they had looked pretty darn real. And you know, we all got a big laugh out of it. You know, they issued a citation for not having the proper permits. But the thing is, it could have turned out to be a really deadly incident. Because if we'd have showed up there and been trigger-happy cops like most of the public things we are, and shot first instead of asking questions, we could have just opened up on all those stupid college kids standing around with guns, playing cops and robbers, or whatever it was they were filming. And the thing is, we would have been totally justified in doing so, because they were armed with what looked like real guns. But thankfully, they were smart enough to follow the officer's orders and drop the guns and put their hands up. Not like idiots today that don't follow orders. So anyways, it was an interesting call. Because not too often did you get the calls where they didn't have the permits. Most of the time you knew about it. So, you know, if dispatch got the calls, you know, you'd get a call to go check and make sure that's what it was. And 9 times out of 10, actually more than that, you go there and just make contact with whoever's doing the filming to find out, yeah, they got their permits and they're just filming a movie or whatever. I mean, granted, we did have real actual 417 calls downtown a lot of times, but it was usually just an individual with a gun. And sometimes those idiots didn't follow directions, and sometimes those idiots got shot. That's the nature of the job. Thankfully, I never had to shoot anybody. Came close to it a couple of times, but never had to. So anyways, that's my story for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, make a comment, subscribe. Come back again next week for another story. Bye-bye.